as you see, we won the game not doing that. And
What?
it's beautiful. I'm just gonna screen capture this right here. Welcome to another Eternal Unleashed draft. This is the gameplay for my previous draft, which I'll have tagged in the upper right hand corner here. It'll be there for a few seconds. I strongly suggest you watch that before you watch this video so you can see how we got into this deck. And here we are with the actual deck. So we got a lot of good stuff going on here. I was taking cards like Insect Swarm higher because I didn't realize the nerf was live, and like the Green Stretch Griffin, Stone Skin, which also got a nerf. But that being said, I still think we have a lot of strong things going. We're splashing a Xenon Adept, which is a strong card, with the Film Tome and 2 Call the Hit. So the deck is sick, and I'm excited to actually get into some games here. See that right here, perfect example. I think we will keep this. Not strong. We preferably don't want to play the Insect Swarms yet, but let's, I think it's good enough. Okay, generally not a card you want, and already we get paid off for having inscribed cards in the deck versus just a normal sigil, because instead of drawing a Shadow Sigil, we actually have a decent, actively good removal spell in our deck.
I'll raise you 1,000.
But, that being said, we aren't going to use it here. It already got its War Cry, which is only until this turn, and then it's just a 1-power 1/1, so really not a card I'm worried about. Oh boy. That's scary. Do we literally want to use one of these guys as a chump blocker? We're several power away from making 2. Ugh. Yeah, that feels bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. Turn 3, 5/4. This is going to be brutal just because we can chump here to save 5 life. Scout? Nah, that's fine. Or if we try to save it so we have a double block with the warrior, we're going to be tapped out and our opponent could have interaction or removal.
I'll raise you 1,000.
Okay, that's fine. We get to eat that. Our opponent had 2 of these rares? Interesting. Okay, yep, I don't think we have a choice, though. What's this card's other effect? You may pay to exhaust one of your units to scout. So yeah, a double block here isn't great when we're tapped out. Can we afford to... I think we can. I think we can be a little greedy here. It looks like we didn't have a pause there for our opponent. Oh, that's a great call to hit. Oh my god, we're just gonna start getting... No, now it's too big! Okay. 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 We'll use the inscribe here and pass the turn with some interaction spells up, but I don't even know how we beat that. Damn. If we were able to call the hit.
Of course it's safe.
Sure. No attacks. Interesting. Okay, well we can do this now. This will tap us out.
This sacrifice.
But we can't just keep not doing anything. And now our blocks are still pretty good here. If we could just live long enough. Just live long enough here. If we survive next turn to where we have all of this ambush or fast spell speed interaction. Okay. Okay, so we get to eat this, block that, and go to 1. I already feel how worse Insect Swarm is. In that one game, you saw how clunky a 3-cost 1/2 was. It just wasn't enough, and it takes too long in the game just to get to 6 power to play 2 of them. You saw by turn 6 how far ahead our opponent was on board. One of those weird moments where just last week, that game would have went very differently if we were able to get 4 Insect Swarms on the board, play the Xenon Adept, get it back with a buff, play 3 of them with 6 power. So kind of brutal we got 2 of the nerfed card in that opening hand there. This is tough. We're on the draw though. We have all the influence we need, and we do have a 2-drop, so we'll keep it. No decision points yet. Next turn we'll just play our dinosaur to defend for us. Let's see here. Our opponent's not pressuring us. We do need the power. Let's see if we can be a little greedy. I've been trying to be a little more greedy with our inscribe cards, at least in draft or leagues. Just because it's so important. If we end up just drawing sigil after sigil now, we essentially just got rid of one of our resources, one of our units. So, can we still get away with it? We don't get sleight of hand without it. Definitely awkward. I think we could still get away with it here. Attack for 1. Okay, maybe at this point we just gotta inscribe it and then we get sleight of hand and stone skin up. We'll be even greedier.
I have foreseen this.
I kind of just like killing that straight up with the reverberating strike. That card's gonna be a problem. Play the Reveler.
I feel funny.
We definitely need to do something here. We're losing this damage race, but I'm being greedy to get the most value from our cards. I don't want to play the Chargist just to get a dinosaur here. Man, this eagle's really killing us. I think at this point we will inscribe it. Just even if we happen to get unlucky and draw the primal sigil, it'll give us 6 for the insect swarm. Probably could have attacked there with stone skin up. Yeah, we're just gonna die to a bunch of these flyers. We play this, play the Graviturgist, and then we still don't really have amazing blocks, but it's fine. Sigil here? What did I say about getting the primal sigil? That's pretty funny.
What a lovely night.
Okay, now we can attack with our ground units. Since our opponent doesn't have... We can't block any of his flyers. Put a copy of it into your deck. That doesn't... I assume you do that again. Stone Skin can kill it. Or we could use Stone Skin to kill the Snow Peak Eagle. Yeah. Let's use the Stone Skin on blocks here. It's going to be tough. I mean, if he pumps out a bunch of flyers. Okay, we can block here. Stone Skin up. Okay, our opponent's got something here. Any interaction here kind of screws us over. Oh boy. So our opponent just stacked their deck with 2 Cloud Snake Hatchlings and 3 Snow Peak Eagles? Or 2 and 3. So this is just GG's, almost assuredly. Okay, we'll leave our power up for the insect swarms here. Grow our Reveler a bit. It's kind of annoying. Okay, let's use Sleight of Hand now. I like everything about this. So we do have a buffed insect swarm in the grave to get with the Xenon Adept here. So what can we do here? Do we have any attacks? We attack with the insect swarms. He can double block with these 2 on 1, killing it. Yeah, so we don't have any good attacks. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think we play the Hexivore. This isn't the most mana efficient play, but it's the strongest. I just really want to beat our opponent before he starts pumping out all the copies that he put into his deck. It's fine. Interesting. Okay. So we attack with Maniacal Revelers and the 4/4. He gets to double block here, and nothing happens.
What a lovely night.
Yeah, pass the turn. This is going to be one grindy as hell game. Especially because you got to think all the units he made a copy of in his deck all have really high health. But we're going to start pumping out 3-4 flyers now, so... Can we at least clear part of his board if we attack with both of these? The double block, no, nothing changes here.
Shepherd them safely.
Okay. Play all our big boys. Now we can start getting some aggressive attacks going. So now we can kind of go all in here. Even with some double blocks, our opponent's gonna start taking a lot of damage. And then a double block on an insect swarm, sure.
Keep them safe.
Okay, it doesn't matter here.
Take this sacrifice.
Okay, make sure we pick the right one. Now we'll be pumping out 4/5 flyers. This, like I said, Insect Swarm is much, much worse, but if you have the synergies like this, we've had 2 Tenured Graviturgists, the Xenon Adept, now you see how busted it is. So, definitely a card you don't want just 4 copies of in your deck anymore. Oh my god. Your other units have +2/+2. 4, 8, 12, 16. Wow. Sure, so we'll just block something. Wow. But that's now game, so... Well, that was really scary. Okay, we are currently 2-1 right now. Oh. We have everything we need to grow the Insect Swarm, but just no sigils, so... Redraw, we'll keep. We are going to be as greedy as possible to keep our Carnosaur Beta. Last time our opponent played that, they literally never triggered it by playing a unit with 4 health or more. Let's lead with the dinosaur here. It's not like we're under pressure, but I'd like to figure out what we want to discard with a little more information once the game goes along a little bit farther. Yeah, so now we don't really have any decisions here. Okay, we block and Stone Skin. And then we 2-for-1 our opponent. That's, whew. Feeling really good now. So this is awkward. Let's do Torgov's Word here. Okay, we got double. We have double Primal already, so we'll do it like that so we get closer to the Legacy. Now we'll get to do Eagle next turn. Our opponent's just kind of spinning their wheels here. This is tempting now to use the beta, but once again, our opponent's not threatening us at all. We still have removal here, lots of strong units. But I would be very happy to go Primal Sigil into Feln Tome. Or Time Sigil. Okay, we can attack. Now the question is to use the Graviturgist or not. It almost doesn't even add anything else to the board since we since we have to bounce something to our hand. Yeah, I think that's a play here. We'll do that, and I am going to inscribe the beta. This makes... I want to start pressuring our opponent before we give them all the time to just draw out of this. And this way, any sigil lets us play Legacy. And we'll be able to start killing our opponent pretty quick after that.
Boom! Shot from above.
Ooh, that's really good for them. Okay, unfortunate. I'm kind of hoping he takes Xenon Adept, to be honest. Wow, okay. I feel like that's actually actively good. So now we can forestall killing the Trapper. I don't know what our opponent's doing now. Opponent's only got a few cards left in hand. And we still have a lot of strong stuff left in our deck. What do you got, OP? Let's go. They spent Bust Out on my... Oh, boy. That is not good for them. Okay, let's attack here. Opponent's going to take it. We'll inscribe that. It gives us our Shadow Influence. And now we have enough for the Legacy here. Holding on our removal. Our opponent's just going to start being dead soon. Like, our opponent should not be trying to race us when they're down by so much. Yeah. Our Legacy, Marison's Legacy is just going to totally cancel out Grumbo's Platoon. So we'll do that. We'll play the Legacy. We're going to keep this in hand because he is Shadow, so he could have some sort of discard. And now this is just about, if our opponent doesn't have a big impactful play now, no blocks, because we're trying to race our opponent. Our opponent's almost just dead.
The ritual must finish.
We got 5 in the air plus 4 damage of Overwhelm to a unit. So 3 on any of his 1 toughness things. Sure. Okay, now we have our opponent dead this turn. I actually should have just icicled the trapper there, but... Would we lose? Okay, we lost a couple good things. So let's see. We'll kill a saboteur here. Kill a platoon. And now we could just forestall saving. Nah, let's not overthink this. We have game on board.
You're on my list.
Yeah. Okay, attack them. Icicles for game. And we get to draw a card. Oh man! My draft open revenge game against A rank 13? Let's see, we have no... If we just had one time sigil, that would be fantastic, but... Okay, we'll keep it, but this is dangerous with no units. And we know A rank 13 is a very skilled player. Okay, it looked like both of us had responses there. Let's kill that. Torgov's Wares, I think that is a card we'd like to keep on top. I think we sleight of hand first, but we'll wait on his turn. We'll leave a pause up to let our opponent think about what we could have. We'll let him draw two and figure out his discard before he sees that we play sleight of hand. Give our opponent a little less decision. Or a little less information, excuse me. Okay, so let's see. Can we do anything turn 4? I don't want to play Gravitor just for no value. So he probably just Torgov's Ware. See what we draw. Wow, this is a tough decision. I think we're pretty far off from playing Pin the Jotun. And I feel like Backlash could do some good work. Man, that's a tough decision right there. Yeah, let's pitch it. We'll inscribe call the hit now. That way next turn we'll have 5 for Linray's Channeler. Oh. That's a problem. So we can play the Channeler and then we can leave Stone Skin up, but we're going to take a big 6, which is unfortunate. The other option's the Eagle, but the +2 health doesn't save it in that case. Actually, the +2 health doesn't save either of them. That's brutal.
Frozen protection.
No blocks. Icicles will allow us to kill the dinosaur if he doesn't kill... Oh, man. A-Ray is killing us here. Yeah, so... we can't take another 6. I don't want to trade Stone Skin in our unit for him, so... yeah, we'll just... deal the 5 here, pass the turn. unfortunately. Okay, we'll block here. Do a stone skin. Oh, our opponent didn't have anything? That's pretty surprising, actually. Oh, this is... Yeah. Our opponent played Legacy in a contracted Cloudline Shaman. There's just not much we can do about that. Yeah, I mean... Play some units, but we'll end up... There's a chance we could live long enough, but it's not great. I think we take all of this for now. That's really good for us. Okay. If only we had one power left up so we can block and still have interaction up. Ugh. Okay, let's double block here. We'll still take the one, I think. No, losing both of them. I wonder if the best play there was to wait one turn.
Take this sacrifice.
Yeah, our opponent's going to try his best to start finishing us off here. Okay. We have our own legacy, but... Do we attack for 5 here? Our opponent doesn't have attacks if we do. But I want to fully turn the corner before we start doing anything crazy. Okay, so there's hope here. Okay, so... Graviturgus. Okay, so we need to do this in contract first. And then bounce that one to hand. So let's attack, see what our opponent does. And I think we do give him killer. Because we bounce it to the hand and then we have 2 4/4s. Or is that just being too greedy? That might just be being too greedy, right? Oh. Use the killer. Now I get to pass the turn. Wait, really? But who knows, maybe they drew a bunch of sigils in a row. So that was a tough decision there. You need to know when enough is enough. You don't want to fall in a fancy play syndrome and live in magical Christmas land. Oh, I give my Unleash guy killer and then take another turn to bounce it back and then another turn to play it before I can even use it. As you see, we won the game not doing that. And it's beautiful. I'm just gonna screen capture this right here. Oh man, that was wonderful. Okay, we'll see how greedy we can be. Wow, words, I cannot talk. We'll see how greedy we can get. Our opponent's already playing a crap card, no offense. But once again, these are the cards I talk about that are low to negligible impact to the game. Now, sure, We have Xenon Adept that can actually get a unit back from our Void, but besides that, what else is this card going to do? Okay, so at this point... Yeah. We'll use the Snow Peak Eagle there. I'm trying to be greedy, but we just don't do anything if we miss the sigil drop there, so... Okay. Sure, our opponent traded removal for our draw spell. Don't really care about that. And I'm not going to play the Gravitur just yet.
I can't be moved.
Damn, this is not going well for us. We'll pass the turn, though.
A good look on you.
Sure, that doesn't do anything. Our opponent does gain 3. That seems like a waste, but okay. Okay, we need a sigil here.
Turn back.
Okay. If our opponent follows us up with more interaction, we're definitely in trouble. Oh, nice. Okay. So now, time sigil here, and we can pin the Jotun, killing the 3/3. The other option is we could wait and try to get it on card. No. This is the fancy play syndrome I was talking about. It had Aegis. I, in my head, shortcutted this card to Killer. And Killer, you can still use your Killer effect on a unit with Aegis. So in my head, that's how it worked. Obviously, that was wrong and incredibly stupid, so don't be me. Okay, pass the turn here. We're going to be able to start going off a little bit.
You came to the right place.
I fly for the throne.
Get to play a couple insect swarms. Hopefully we can draw a shadow source for the Xenon Adept here soon. We'll play the big boy. Let's see what just happened. Okay, so we have... That's great, isn't it? It doesn't heal at the end of turn. Okay. This is great. Wait, why does it have Void Bound? I just had to talk shit. I just had to. Oh, man. That's funny. So, if we attack with the 5/5, he double blocks with, let's say, the 4/4 and the 1/5. He has a bunch of good double blocks on it. But then that's still probably the best bet for us. Yeah, let's attack here. Hopefully our opponent blocks instead of just taking it. Okay, our opponent called my bluff there.
What a lovely night.
Okay, we'll take our beats here. I'm not going to play the Insect Swarm yet because we want to get maximum value for it. We need our opponent to start flooding out if they keep adding to the board. Okay, that's fine. How do we attack again? If he's content on not attacking with his ground units. I'm just going to keep on hoping our opponent doesn't play this properly. They should be attacking in with their ground units. Yeah. Okay, so we go block here. Well, not yet. Play our Insect Swarms. Unfortunately, that's it for our Insect Swarms. And really hope we just hit a sigil here. I guess. I don't even really know, to be honest. We'll keep eating away at our opponent's board. We might be able to sneak this out. I'm looking at this, but... So a double block here, and a chump here. That's kind of brutal. Damn. Now our opponent left back some decent blocks. We'll pass the turn. We're gonna need some good draws here. Xenon Adept's not even great without his effect, so... Yeah, I think we sacrifice the... Oh man, I don't even know. Probably sacrifice the warrior here. Come on, man. We need to stop flooding out. That is a good draw. But we attack with the Carnosaur Beta, we're still losing this damage race. We attack for 5, he attacks us for 7. I guess we do get a block on the 3/3 if he does that. Yeah, let's be a little greedy here. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, then Reverberating Strike will still kill both of them. No way he has 2. Okay, I mean, we weren't beating that. Okay. That's kind of unbelievable. Now our opponent's drawing 2 a turn. And we're just totally flooded out. Damn, that's a really disappointing way to lose this game. Life-changing meal, man. Our pack 1 pick 1 a couple drafts ago. Never even got to use it, and it's killed me in now 2 whole games. Okay, that's fine. We aren't winning that game flooding out that much. Okay, we are currently 4-2, just holding on, staying into this draft. Our last opponent, unfortunately, had all the negate spells possible against us. Let's see if we can get some better variants here.
New world, new hunt.
Okay, what's this guy? Can't block. Wow. Okay, that's frightening. Do we just Thunder Pop it now? But him just drawing it from the void is so good. Let's see what our opponent does. We'll take our 3. Okay, I will kill it. We'll keep that on top just because it does help deal with it if he gets it back. Well, actually, he won't be able to attack with it, so he can just sleight of hand. And that uses more of our power. Now, if he, like, plays his turn to deal damage to... What the hell is this? Play a random 1-cost unit and... Okay, this is going to be a tough game to win here. Do you just give himself killer? That seems pretty mediocre.
The stones are active.
Please not do anything else. I mean, right, that's as good as a Reverberating Strike is gonna get. Am I right? Ah, that does give him the Frenzy. I think we do just gotta give himself killer. Oh, give another. Man, I'm not playing well today. My God, our opponent is hitting crazy right now. Okay, so the good things... Let's attack, because I do want to start playing a little bit more aggressive here. We need to end the game before this rare screws us too much. Okay, our opponent's going deep in the tank here. We definitely are going to need some good draws. Why? Okay.
diligence and practice.
Bro. Can you hit, like, a crummy unit? All of these have been gas.
New world, new hunt.
There are no secrets.
Our opponent's deck is crazy, and now we're flooding out. Okay. Okay, let's attack with the beetle here. That can't block, and he can just get it back. It's probably still the best thing to kill, though. I'm going to save the Griffin just because we already have the 9 in hand. Although that's 2 turns from now. We can't take this for 2 turns. Yeah. I think that's just the best chance we can get. Now he can pay the cost to give us 4-1 flying, which, if I knew that, I would have snowballed the 4-1 instead. This is just... We're just kind of getting hammered by variants here, unfortunately. Come on, good draw here. That's a good draw. The 3-3 now can't attack profitably.
I know this.
Our opponent's gotten only not bombs, but they've gotten insane cards. Yeah, I'm gonna need some amazing luck to go my way here. Torgov's wares into 2 bombs.
Perfectly balanced.
Okay. Man, that's disappointing. This draft was so good, but this is easily my best draft deck. Unfortunately, the cards are just not falling that way for us. Yeah. Brutal. Okay.
What business have you?
Our opponents have been running pretty hot, too. Man, that's disappointing. Well.
This area is restricted.
Okay, you guys don't need to see the rest of this slaughter. Oh. Damn, man. Honestly, this one hurt. Usually the results don't bother me too much, but I felt this deck was by far my strongest deck. Really good interaction. Maybe not the best, but like as far as draft deck goes, really good. The Xenon Adept plus Doonhill Clan we didn't see in a single game. We only saw Hexavore 2 out of the 7, and we flooded out a lot. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. Your best deck, you can end up just flooding out your first 3 games and lose. That's unfortunately a part of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. I still had a really good time piloting this deck, especially because Insect Swarm can still be busted if you have the right synergies to go along with it. But it's definitely not just an auto pick out of the pack like it was before. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I'll catch you on the channel for more Eternal Unleashed drafts. Peace.